Hello team, my name is Emily Nealis and I am looking forward to our discussion group together this week. So our vision at the school that I'm at is to empower students to learn, lead, and succeed. This was my first year at Braylon, and so I was not a part of the team that developed this mission. However, I have been aware of it throughout my first year there. I spoke with some of the team members at the school who were involved in its development. And in our district, we typically go through a 5-year process before we look to revisit and revise our school's vision. So when I spoke with the team about how this happened, some of the things they shared with me is that it started with brainstorming, and that took place with several groups and in several stages throughout the development of the vision. It began with their leadership team. Then their leadership team took those initial ideas back to their respective teams of internal stakeholders. Once a draft was created, feedback was then sought from additional stakeholders, both internal and external, including students, parents, district level personnel, and community partners. That feedback that they got was then used to develop the vision as it reads today. Going back to the feedback that they got, I do believe that that was not necessarily done in face-to-face meetings, but it was rather done more electronically and through paper with surveys asking for feedback from those stakeholders. I would agree in thinking about if the vision is truly one that is shared by teachers, leaders, students, parents, and the community. I think that they would all agree that we do, in fact, want our students to learn, lead, and succeed, and that those three ideas encompass what we want our students to be able to do. So when thinking about the video that we watched and some of the best practices that were shared, I think that the beginning stages of our vision development were more brainstorming sessions solely among our staff members. So a better idea would have been to not only involve a greater variety of internal and external stakeholders, but to also include that research-based evidence of what makes schools effective. So changing who was at that initial meeting and kind of what was presented and what was shared. This would have provided a clear focus for the direction that our vision was going. And I think it's especially important for those stakeholders who are not staff members within the building and who may not be as familiar with exactly what makes for effective schools and what are some of those research-based strategies and ideas that schools can use and schools can implement and have a part of their vision to ensure student success. As I stated earlier, I was not a part of this process at my current school. However, just based on the conversations I've had with other staff members, I do not believe that the criticism piece or the obstacles piece of schools were taken into account when they were developing this current mission. I can say, however, that as a leader in me school, the students did play a very important role in designing our vision. They, if you're not familiar with Leader in Me, it's about empowering students and having them take on responsibility and ownership. And so through that, the students did play a very important role in providing feedback and giving input on developing that mission for our school, since it is, after all, their school. So I look forward to reading some of your posts and our dialogue that we're going to have throughout the week.